Good evening, sports fans. It's your announcer, Doug Oka, coming to you live on the internet. It's Comedy Sports Halloween night. And now, let's meet your referee, Bradley Machoff.
Happy Halloween, everybody! Thank you for being here on this spooky Saturday night, October 31st. How's everybody doing tonight? I ask that pretending like I can hear you, but if you want to type in the chat how you're doing, that would be great. Love to hear from you. Just a tip for you right as we get going. If you are new to this Zoom Comedy Sports experience, if you want to communicate with us, and we're going to ask you to communicate a few times over the course of the night, you can type into the chat whatever we ask for or whatever sort of you want to say. And the pro tip is slightly above your chat box where it says two, it might say panelists, it might say panelists, there's a drop down. I would change that to panelists and attendees, because that way everybody can see what you have to say and see what you're typing into this. So I encourage you to do that. If you want to leave it just at panelists, which is the default, that's perfectly fine. We as panelists will still see what you have to say, but we'd like this to be a communal experience for everybody here as much as possible. And what is this experience, you might ask? Well, it's comedy sports. It's not comedy about sports, it's comedy played as a sport. So there'll be two teams that you'll see on screen in just a few minutes, the Minneapolis Ice and the St. Paul Fire. They will be going head to head in full distance comedy for points and laughs. I, as the referee, will be supplying the points. You, as our loyal fans, because this is comedy played as a sport, will be supplying the laughs, hopefully. Normally, we'd be able to hear those laughs, but hopefully we can still provide a bunch of laughter to all of you in your own homes, or maybe on your phone as you're out trick-or-treating. I don't know how you're watching this. Maybe you're out trick-or-treating right now and multitasking. I'm not here to judge. I, as your referee tonight, my name is Bradley. Hello, fans. Hello, Bradley. Yes, I'm just imagining everybody saying that. I, as the referee, have many important jobs, the first of which is to call and time the games. That's really my role as the referee, the MC of the night. I am going to be keeping this whole thing moving. What are the games we'll be playing? Well, they're improv games. Everything that you're going to see after this sort of ref spiel here is going to be made up off the top of our performers' heads. There's no pre-scripting, no pre-planning ahead of time. It is improvisational comedy, and they'll be played in these sort of short, distinct games that will allow us to award points and declare a winner at the end of the night. Also, as a referee, I call the fouls. The fouls? What? Yes, comedy sports is a sport, so there are fouls. There are two fouls I want to explain to you now. The first of the fouls is the groaner foul. The groaner foul is this. Comedy sports, we pride ourselves here as being actually funny and not sort of dad jokey kind of funny. Not the kind of jokes and lines that get you to groan, more the jokes and lines that get you to laugh. So if anyone during the course of the night says anything that elicits groans from you, our fans, I will call the groaner foul. The scene or the game that's being played will continue until the end, but at the end of the game, the offending player will have to come on screen and apologize to you, our loyal fans, for making you groan. If you accept their apology, nothing happens, and we continue on. If you deny their apology, they lose one big comedy point for their team. It's a big deal. How are we going to know if you groan? Well, that's where the chat comes in. If something elicits groans from you, or something that would elicit a groan, in any circumstance, if you think it's groan worthy, just type in groan into the chat, or some other thing that makes us understand that you are groaning. So just to sort of see how this works and get this going, I'm going to actually ask our technician for tonight, Doug Okar. Doug, are you there? Oh no, Doug.
Hey, Bradley.
Are you okay?
No, it's fine. My uncle passed away. In his will, I have to stay overnight in his place, and then I get the place. I get the mansion. So.
I mean, that's good news. Doug, while you're staying there, you probably have had a lot of time to think of some.
Also, it's in the 1940s for some reason right now.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Could you maybe give us an example of what might elicit a groaner foul?
Right now? Sure. Bradley, how come mummies never take time off work?
How come?
It turns out they're afraid to relax and unwind. You know, No,
See, there you go. A joke like that will elicit a bunch of groans from you. I see a bunch of groans coming in through the chat right now. Like I said, the scene, if it's a scene, will continue until the end. Then that player would have to apologize to you, our loyal fans, at the end. The other foul I want to explain to you is the brown bag foul. The brown bag foul is the most important comedy foul in the ComedySportz rulebook. ComedySportz is a show for everybody. We want you to feel comfortable watching this show, whether you are, no matter what your proclivities are, whether you're offended by weird words, just grossed out by bad words, whatever it is. We want anyone and everyone to feel comfortable watching this show. So if anyone in our playing time says anything lewd, crude, lascivious, dirty, downright disgusting, out of context to the scene, I will call the brown bag foul. They will be immediately called. The offending player will have to put a brown paper bag over their head. They all should have one readily available to them in their respective homes. And they will have to wear that brown paper bag for the remainder of the scene, and they will automatically lose 1 comedy point for their team. Automatically, no apologies, no nothing. That is the brown bag foul. It can be called on players. It can also be called on you, our loyal fans. What? How can a brown bag foul get called on you? You're not on screen. Well, like I said, you are in the chat. And because this is improv, I'm going to be coming out to you at various times to get suggestions from you to inspire the improv that's going to happen. And when I ask for that, whatever it is, I'm going to ask for some suggestions. I just want you to type in whatever you think of, whatever comes to mind for a suggestion. If anything in there elicits a brown bag foul, if you say anything in the meantime, just sort of chatting, trying to get to know us a little bit better, whatever, if any of that would elicit a brown bag foul, you don't actually have comedy points to lose. However, you will just get booted from this Zoom show. No questions asked, no nonsense. So please keep that in mind, that the brown bag foul is active and live for you, our loyal fans, as well. I did mention the suggestions, so let's practice right now getting some suggestions. See how this works? Get into the flow of things, get things started. So first of all, can I just ask you for suggestions? Can I just get your name, your first name? Just type it into the chat. Just want to see who we got here. Ty, Brenda, Dana, Stella, MJ, Joe, Candy, Debbie, Addie, Phil, Lucy, Colleen, Mac. Great, keep them coming. These are all great names. Everybody has a name, it seems like. Congratulations. Feel free to keep typing in names if you haven't typed in your name already. But also just maybe like, where are you from? Where are you watching this from? Buffalo, Minnesota, maybe, or Buffalo, New York. Who knows? Woodbury, Florida, Minnesota, or Florida, New York. Who knows? St. Paul, the Moon. Ooh, the Rolton family got coveted tickets to the Moon. Washington, D.C., Minnetonka, Golden Valley, Duluth, St. Paul, Burnsville. Awesome. A lot of great places. And now just sort of to maybe get a little on track of more what the suggestions are going to be like for the show. Can I maybe get what is like your favorite animal? Cat, bear, jellyfish, my dog, horse, panther, moose. Great. These are all animals. These are all great. You get it. That's basically how the suggestion is going to work. I'm going to come out to you. I'm going to ask for something specific. I want you to type it into the chat. Skeleton. Skeleton is maybe was an animal. That's just Anyway, that's how suggestions are going to work. That is all I have left to tell you. The only thing left to do is get the players out on the field. I hope you're all ready to get the players out onto our screens and get this match started. The way we do that is with a Comedy Sports clapdown. I'm going to start at 5, and I want you in the comfort of your own home, so just do sort of a nice, polite golf clap. Like you're excited about it, but you're not really, you don't want everybody to know how excited you really are. And then I'm going to count down 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you clapping, I want you screaming, I want you yelling. I want you getting really excited for this match to get you hyped up, because I can promise you, the more hyped up you are, the more our players will feel it coming back at them. Let's start at 5. 4. 3, a little louder, 2, a little louder still, 1, let's go!
Oh, it's game time! It's on Comedy Sports Halloween night! 2 teams, the St. Paul Fire versus the Minneapolis Ice. Starting off for the Fire in red, it's Jill Bernard, Philip Simonet, and their captain, Megan Wolf. And now, the Minneapolis Ice in blue. Starting off, Mary Strutzel, Nate Hesberg, and their captain, Doug Nethercutt. Once again, your referee, Bradley Machoff.
All right, let's just get right to this match. Can I get the captains onto the playing screen? Hello, Captain Doug, Captain Megan. This is normally where we have a coin toss to determine who gets control of the match. However, I do not have a coin. I am woefully not prepared. So because this is Halloween, I want to see something spooky from your house. So the first person to give me something spooky, or just the spookiest thing, will win control of the match. Ooh, is that a healthcare bill?
Yeah, this is mail from my health insurance company.
Yeah, that's very spooky. Congratulations, Megan.
Thank you. Thank you. It is very spooky.
Doug just has Batman, which is
Cute.
If you live in Gotham, pretty spooky.
I'm going to give it to Megan. Captain Megan, you have won control of the match. So you may challenge the blue team
commentary
in an head-to-head game.
A Baboo Run.
Baboo Run. Do you accept, Doug?
I do.
All right, please prepare your teams. For the game of Baboo Ron, what is going to happen is this. We have a classic game here at Comedy Sports called the Do Ron. It's based off of a song originally sung by the Crystals and then covered by Sean Cassidy and maybe some other people, in which they rhymed people's names. In the song, it was Bill or Jill. We usually take it and use your names to rhyme your name sort of in the meter and the rhythm and the melody of that classic song. However, because this is Halloween, we are going to get spooky with it. And instead of playing Da Do Ron, we're going to play Baboo Ron. So what's going to happen is all of the players are going to get on screen. They're going to rhyme your names going down one at a time. If any of them fails to rhyme, they will be eliminated, or more rather, they'll be sent to the graveyard. If they repeat a rhyme, they'll be sent to the graveyard as well. If they do too much of a slant rhyme, if they hesitate too long, if they just don't rhyme at all, if they just start to get on my nerves, really any reason that I want to, I can call them out. They'll be sent to the graveyard. The last player standing will win 5 big comedy points for their team. So can I get everybody out onto the playing screen for this game of Baboo Ron? So before the match, we predetermined an order randomly. So can I see your numbers really quickly? Great. Jill, looks like you are number 1. We're going to start with you, and the name is going to be Ty. Ty is the name, T-Y. This is the game of Baboo Ron. Teams, are you ready?
Yes!
Jill, Let's see it.
The score was 2020 when I met Ty. Baboo run, baboo run.
He turned into a bat and began to fly. Baboo run, baboo run.
Baboo, eek! He really cried. Baboo, eek! And then he died. Baboo, eek! Now the score is tied. Baboo run, baboo run.
I'm fairly certain he's a guy. Baboo run, baboo run.
And his favorite bread, it is rye. Baboo run, baboo run.
Baboo, yes! He likes to fry. Baboo, yes! And I like hi. Baboo, yes! Why? Baboo run. Baboo run.
You guys, is it really cold in here all of a sudden? Oh.
Don't turn around.
It's not cold here, but maybe it is for you, Jill. Unfortunately, you did not rhyme.
It's a ghost.
Are being sent to the graveyard. All right. We're going to keep this rolling along. The next name here is Val. Val, V-A-L. V is in vacuum, Val. And we are going to start with you, Mary, on Val. Let's see it.
Ooh, it is Val. Baboo run, baboo run.
I could guess. I think it's a gal. Baboo run, baboo run.
Baboo. Oh! How can you tell? Baboo. Oh! I shall. What? No.
Tal, but no, just go.
No.
Just go. You're going to the graveyard.
I'll go. That's fine. I'll go.
Okay, great. That we now are down to 2 people for each team. We're gonna keep this rolling right along. Let's do. I like Addie. Addie. The name is Addie. We're gonna add a syllable here. 2-syllable name of Addie, and we are gonna start with you, Philip. We're gonna start with you, Philip, on Addie. Let's see it.
They're my spooky friend, and their name is Addie. Baboo run, baboo run.
You see her on the golf course as a caddy. Baboo run, baboo run.
Baboo, yes! My best friend Patty, baboo, yes, was like, hey there, laddie, baboo, yes! Who's your daddy? Baboo run, baboo run!
Pass. Baboo run, baboo run.
I'm sorry, Mary. You can't pass in this game. You have to rhyme or you don't rhyme, and you get sent to the graveyard.
I'm sorry, I thought we were playing tournament rules. Are we not playing tournament rules?
No, we're playing my rules, and my rules say you can't pass.
Fine.
Like that was pretty clearly established from the beginning. Let's keep this going right along. I see another name here of Aaron. Aaron is the name, and we're going to start with you, Doug, on Aaron. Let's see it.
Well, I met them on Halloween, and their name was Aaron. Baboo run, baboo run.
They were out going scaring. Baboo run, baboo run.
Baboo, eek! But nobody was caring, baboo, eek! About scaring Karen, baboo, eek! Karen.
Oh, I'm sorry. The computer that is Megan skipped, and
Karen.
And I guess we're gonna send it to the machine graveyard. So we're now down to our final players from each team. We got Philip and Doug. This is it. This will determine who will get the first 5 points in this match. We're gonna go back to a 1-syllable name here just to make it more tense and interesting. And that name's gonna be Drew. Drew is the name. We're going to start with you, Doug, on Drew. Let's see it.
First I draw, then I drew. Baboo run, run, run. Baboo run, run.
First I ran, and then I flew. Baboo run, run, run. Baboo run, run.
Do, yes. How are you? Do, yes. Whoop-de-doo, do, yes. Hoo. Baboo run, run, run. Baboo run, run.
I'm all out of nails, but here's a screw. Baboo run, run, run. Baboo run, run.
Drew's favorite color is blue. Baboo run, run, run. Baboo run, run.
Baboo, yeah, he ate a shrew. Baboo, yeah, it gave him the flu. Baboo, yeah, then he spewed. Baboo, run, run, run. Baboo, run,
I'm
run.
sorry, Philip. Spewed with an ED at the end is not a rhyme for Drew, so you are out of there. To the graveyard you go. That means Captain Doug and the blue team win our first 5 points of the match. Give it up for that, everybody. Also, I was looking at the names you guys told me about earlier. And missed down at the bottom when it is Mac's birthday today. Mac is 5 years old. Happy birthday, Mac. If I had seen
Ref Bradley, before we go any further, can we sing the birthday song for Mac?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay, here we go.
Song, it isn't very long.
Very long.
Phil, you froze again.
Well, Mac, I hope that lived up to your wildest expectations there. We were practicing that all day, could you tell?
It's great.
Captain Doug, you have won control of the match. Your goatee went all around your face there for a second. That's real spooky talent you have.
Thank you.
But it means that you may play the first scene game of the evening. What will that be?
Riff Bradley, we like to play Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Okay.
For the game of Jekyll and Hyde, this is Halloween. This is a time you tell kind of spooky stories, and there's a lot of things that have had stories, the subjects of spooky stories, like haunted objects or abandoned barns or like bed-in-a-box mattress companies. What is something that maybe doesn't usually turn up in a spooky story? Something that you wouldn't necessarily have a spooky story about? Jeans, cots, guitar, hammer. Some good ones. I suppose it could pretty much make a spooky story about anything. Ooh, okay. I think that's a good one from Joe there. Unicorn. Unicorn is the suggestion. I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to make a spooky story out of a unicorn. So I'm going to take that as the suggestion for the game of Jekyll and Hyde. What's going to happen is the blue team is going to start doing a scene, just a normal brand new scene, somehow based off the suggestion of unicorn. At any point, our keyboardist, Brian Allen, will start playing spooky music, at which point everyone in the scene will turn into some type of monster and continue on doing the scene as monsters. When Brian stops playing music, the scene will go back to normal. And then if he plays music again, they'll turn back into monsters and so on and so forth until time runs out for the game. So that is the game of Jekyll and Hyde. Can I get our first 2 blue players out on the field, on the screens here? We got Mary and Nate. This is the game of Jekyll and Hyde. Let's see it.
They are too real, Sally.
If they were real, I would have seen one.
Well, maybe you haven't seen one, but I could take you to one.
Okay.
Let's just get on our bikes. We have to ride all the way to Burnsville.
Okay, all right, fine.
That's
it
where
better be there, though. It better be there.
It'll be there, I promise. Let's go.
Just ride your bike.
It's farther than I thought it would be.
Burnsville is nowhere near where we live.
Oh, we're here. See? Right over there. In that field. The Burnsville unicorn.
Oh. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Burnsville. I'm the Burnsville unicorn. How you doing?
It really is a magical unicorn.
Yeah, I'm magical. What do you want to buy some tires? I sell tires.
Are they radiant tires?
They're all-weather tires.
Oh.
So that you can get out of the mud. All weather. I'll take 2. If you buy 2, you get 2 free.
That's our deal. That's
Okay,
our deal.
well-
Buy 2, get 2. So
That's perfect because we have 4 tires, 2 on each bike.
cool. I'm gonna write up the invoice. Feel free to have some popcorn.
Popcorn?
Okay. Look.
What? He
I don't
looks
wanna-
an awful lot like your Uncle Larry.
What? Oh, come on, Sally. It's not my uncle.
Okay, here's the invoice.
Oh no.
I'm her Uncle Larry. Sorry, my tire business has not been going well.
She knows she cannot live. Get her.
Whoa. What?
And that's the game of Jekyll and Hyde for the blue team, everybody. Always good to end on a suspected murder there. So you might be thinking, wait a second, I could kind of tell how those first 5 points were awarded. It was an elimination game. And this one, it was all the blue team. How are we going to award points? Well, I want you, our loyal fans, to keep that game of Jekyll and Hyde in your brain because you are going to judge it via a poll we're going to put on screen against the game the red team is about to play. The poll will come up after the red team's game, but first we need their game. So, Captain Megan.
Yes.
You just saw that game of Jekyll and Hyde. What would you like to put up against that?
Horror movie.
Horror movie. All right, please prepare your team.
We're playing horror movie, team.
Great, thank you. For the game of horror movie, I need a suggestion. Halloween, my mom always made chili on Halloween. So Halloween is like to me, the start of soup and stew season. What does sort of this current season, the sort of changing of the month and the seasons, what does it remind you of? What is this sort of thing for you here? Snow? Yeah, too soon. Pigs in a blanket? Beets? Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna take beets. I'm gonna take beets as a suggestion. Red team, you can use that as however you would like. I'm not gonna tell you how it was spelled. I'm not gonna tell you anything like that. The suggestion is beets. And this is the game of horror movie. Really what's gonna happen is the red team is gonna do a horror movie for you. So, can I get the first 2 players of the red team to get on screen here? All right, we got Captain Megan, we got Jill. All right, this is the game of horror movie. Team, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see it.
I don't know, Colleen. If we don't get some really incredible beats, they're going to throw us out of the battle of the bands.
Yeah, I know. But the problem is, you know what happened to Steve. He just disappeared, and he was our drummer.
Yeah, but Steve was onto something, okay? I read this note from Steve. It says, meet me in the basement of the old mill. That must be where the beats are stored, at the old mill in the basement.
Oh, you're totally right. All right. But one of us has to stay here and hold our spot. So you go to the basement and I'll stay here.
Good idea, Colleen.
I've run the test. I'm afraid it's another case.
No, it can't be. That's the 7th case.
No, it's all true. Look, the vibration reading is off the charts.
Oh no. Where could this strong vibration be coming from, Dr. Morris?
Look, the beat got inside of them.
No.
It jiggled all of their internal organs until they just jellied. They just jiggled until they jellied.
Not a jelly jiggle. No.
That's right. They've all got the fever.
Dr. Morris, is there any hope? What are you going to do?
Look, as long as we can rid music from this entire town, there's a chance. But if anyone hears that sick beat...
The Battle of the Bands is tonight, Dr. Morse. It's happening right now at the high school.
No, you've got to stop that battle.
Why do I have to do everything? Maybe you should stop the battle.
I don't like to leave my office.
Principal Richards, I pay you good money to make sure that no one knows that the beats at my high school make everyone sick.
And I've followed all of your orders.
You tell me that, but there are now murmurs in the town, Principal Richards. Or should I say, Carol?
Look, I can't control everyone's gossip factory, right?
That's why I made you Principal, Carol.
I'll make a stern lecture before the Battle of Bands tonight.
You'd better, because if anyone finds out that the beats come from my high school, my private high school where people pay a lot of money, I'll lose all that money that they pay me to educate their children.
I'll make sure of it.
You'd best.
Hello? Oh!
It's you. You remember me, Steve?
Steve, what happened to your face and your jelly? Your body's all jelly.
The beat is inside of me.
No, Steve, no.
The beat is inside of me, and now it's inside of you.
No. Come on, noise canceling headphones. Cancel the noise. Cancel the noise. Cancel the noise. Cancel the noise. Colleen! Oh my god. I saw Steve and he turned into jelly in the basement of the old mill. The only thing that saved me was my noise canceling headphones.
What are you talking about? Get backstage. We're about to go on.
We can't. Colleen, that beat is too sick.
But this is our dream.
I know.
If that beat
is there a next band coming?
Maybe I want to be sick.
No, Colleen, don't do it. Don't do it.
I want to be sick. I'm going to press play on these beats.
No, Colleen, no. No.
I could just have everyone's attention, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great battle of the bands tonight, but before we get started, and boy, there's a lot of talent backstage. I just want everyone to know that this is not going to harm anyone. Everyone's going to be fine. You running in from the back, could you?
There's only one thing that can save us now. Folk music! Michael Rowe, you boat ashore! Hallelujah!
And that's the day of a horror movie. I don't know about you, but all the ones I've seen always end with folk music saving the day. So, Loyal fans, you have now seen 2 games. You saw the game of Jekyll and Hyde, played by the blue team. You saw the game of Horror Movie, played by the red team. The score is currently 5-0 in favor of the Minneapolis Ice. In just a second, Doug is going to put a poll up on screen, and I need you, our loyal fans, to vote for who you think should get the next 5 points. Please vote now. The poll will be gone in 3, 2, 1. Poll is closed. Doug, do you have the poll results?
I do. Our fans have voted, and it looks like they want the 5 points to go to the St. Paul Fire in red. 5 points, and now ties it up 5-5.
Congratulations. I'm so sorry, Captain Doug. Your very real unicorn horn is not winning today. But the score is 5-5. That means it is time for our next head-to-head match. So can I get the captains onto the screen? Great. Captain Doug, you may challenge Captain Megan and the red team to the next head-to-head game.
I challenge them to the game of Ghost Story.
We accept.
Okay, great. Please prepare your teams. For the game of Ghost Story, can I get a suggestion? How about this time? What's a location that you might find in a ghost story? Ooh, a lighthouse. That's a good one. A cemetery, a swamp. These are all so spooky. A church, cornfield, a meat locker. That's terrifying. You know what? I'm just going to go with the first one. I'm going to the lighthouse. This is the lighthouse ghost story. And what is going to happen is, as you can see, hopefully right now, Doug, our technician, Doug O'Carr, has spotlighted me. I am on screen. I should be the only person that you can see. Doug has the power, and what he will do is he will switch people on and off the screen, spotlighting them, so that only they are on screen. And if the player is the one on screen, they will be talking and telling this ghost story involving the lighthouse of some kind. When Doug switches the spotlight to a new player, the person who was on screen has to stop talking. The person who appears on screen has to pick up the story mid-sentence, mid-word, mid-syllable, right where the other player left off. If they don't pick up right where they left off, they will go to the graveyard. If the other player just continues to talk and doesn't stop when their video is removed, they will go to the graveyard. If they hesitate too long while telling their story, if what they're saying just doesn't make any sense, again, if they just get on my nerves, any of those reasons and more, I can call them out. They will go to the graveyard, just like Babu Ron Ron, the last player standing, will win 5 big comedy points for their team. So this is the ghost story of the lighthouse. Doug O'Carr, could I get the first player spotlighted up on to the screen? It'll be Jill. Jill, when you are ready, take it away.
It was a November night, not unlike other November nights, on a small Maryland island. The only structure on the
island was an old lighthouse. Barbara got into her dinghy and rowed across the sound to the island. She was the lighthouse keeper, and she promised her great
aunt that she would take care of the lighthouse in her stead. Her great aunt had disappeared 10 years ago tonight. But that didn't bother her
at all, because she knew she had lighthouse keeping in her blood. She reached the lighthouse. She stepped out of the dinghy.
She looked. There was someone at the top of the lighthouse. This couldn't be so, for she was the only one who was allowed on this island.
Quickly, she ran up to the door, threw it open, and climbed all the way to the top, and no one
was there. Hello? she cried. Hello? No one answered, but then, from
I'm a ghost now.
No, I'm sorry.
Dear God, I'm a ghost.
Still, again,
No.
you did not pick up right where Megan left off, so you are out of there.
It's because I'm dead.
Well, that's a good thing you're going to the graveyard then. So, we're going to move into chapter 2 of this spooky lighthouse story. We're just going to go right into chapter 2. So, can I get the first person for chapter 2 up on the screen? Doug, when you're ready, take it away.
Barbara shook off the strange feeling. It must have been just her eyes playing tricks, or maybe the lightning flashing off the bulb in the lighthouse. She went about her business and got the light turned on.
She brewed herself some tea and set in for the long wait. She had to make sure this light stayed on all night. Or else.
Something came.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. You hesitated too long, and I'm calling you out for the vag foul or something.
Bag?
We are now going to move into chapter 3, but we are going to throw a twist into this story. Something spooky is going to appear, but it's not any type of spooky thing. It's going to be, let's get a celebrity. Some type of celebrity, non-political celebrity that appear in this story in a spooky way. Ooh. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go right ahead and take Beyonce, because who else would appear in any story other than Beyonce? Somehow Beyonce is gonna appear in this spooky story, this ghost story. Doug, can I get the next player who will start chapter 3 highlighted? That's Megan. Take it away, Megan.
A ship appeared on the horizon, but it wasn't any normal ship. No, it had a ghostly glow
to it. As it came closer and closer, Barbara noticed she could see through the ship. It was
a ghost ship, Barbara thought. Still, she had a job to do, so she made sure the light was lit and watched as the ghost ship
got closer and closer to the shore, and as it did, a strange sound emanated from the ship. If you like it, then you should.
You put a ring on it. Then if you like it, if you should have put a ring on it.
Standing on...
What?
I'm with you there. That was very spooky from Nate.
It was.
But unfortunately, it was part of the story, so I'm going to call you out, Doug.
Off to the graveyard.
The graveyard? Okay. Clearly Beyonce is coming aboard, coming on shore here, but she's bringing with her some type of haunted object. What is the object that she has that she's bringing with her? Orange Jello, pencil sharpener, earrings, iPhone, holy grail. I like just pencil sharpener. We're just gonna go keep this moving right along. Beyonce is bringing with her a haunted pencil sharpener. We got 3 players left. Let's get chapter 4 here. Someone pop on screen. Nate, you'll begin chapter 4 of this spooky Lighthouse Barbara story. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
The ghost ship reached the land, and Barbara walked down to meet it. Beyonce walked
up to her, and she was every bit as radiant as Barbara would expect her to be. I brought this
for you, Barbara. Barbara was shocked that Beyonce not only knew her name, but had brought her a gift. Beyonce held out
her hand, and in it was a pencil sharpener. But it's not for pencils.
It's you.
And ghost. You see, there is a ghost haunting this lighthouse, and you must capture it.
In the shaving chamber of this.
Oh, I'm gonna call you out there, Philip. You just didn't seem confident in how that haunted pencil sharpener worked. So you are gonna go to the graveyard. All right, we're down to our final two. Another 5 points hanging in the balance. I'm not going to get any new suggestions here. We got enough balls in the air, so to speak. Let's bring this story on home in our final chapter, starting with you, Megan, whenever you're ready.
Wait, but what do you mean? Barbara yelled, but Beyonce didn't listen as she boarded her ghostly
vessel and sailed away. Barbara, with pencil sharpener in hand, turned and walked back
into the lighthouse. Sure enough,
went a ghost. She held out the pencil sharpener in front
of her, but it wasn't plugged in. No!
It was battery powered, and it was missing
2 AA batteries. She raced to the top of the lighthouse, pulled open the drawer, and
noticed she only had D's. That's all right,
she said to herself. She chucked the
thing at her head.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nate. The thing at her head is another vague foul. You are out of there. To the graveyard you go. That means Captain Megan is the last player standing. The red team earns 5 more comedy points for their team. So, the score is now 10-5 in favor of the red team. Congratulations, Captain Megan.
Thank you.
Stormed into the lead, which means that you may now play the next scene game. What would that be?
Ooh, we would like to play Good, Bad, Spooky Advice.
Good, Bad, Spooky Advice. Do you accept?
Yes.
All right, great. Please prepare. For this game, can I just get, like, what's your favorite letter of the alphabet? Oh my gosh, so many right away. J was the first one to come in. Congratulations, Brenda. You scored a point. J is the suggestion for this game of Good, Bad, Spooky Advice. What's going to happen is in just a minute, the red team is going to come out playing 3 different characters, somehow using that suggestion of J to inspire their characters. One of them is going to give good advice. One of them is going to give bad advice. One of them is going to give spooky advice to questions or just concerns that I'm going to get from you, our fans. So start thinking of things you want advice about, like could be a relationship problem you might be having, could be something at work, could just be something that going on in your life that you just would like some guidance for. Our characters and panelists will be happy to provide that help in good, bad, and spooky advice. So can I get the players out onto the screen for this game? Good, bad, spooky advice. We got 1, 2, 3. There we go. I would love to just start with some brief introductions here. I want to know who's on this panel right away. So you, ma'am, with the long black hair, could we start with you maybe?
Hi, I'm Janet the jeweler. I have an Etsy store that you've probably been to, but I also have a kiosk at Southdale Mall. Well, yeah, I have a kiosk at Southdale Mall with some of my fine gems.
Well, hello, Janet. Thank you for coming. And before we get to the next person, really quickly, I think now is just as good a time as any. If you have advice that you would like answered, please just type that into the chat. I'll just, anytime you think of them, I'll just be looking at them and pull some other ones as I see them as they come in. So we'll do it that way. And let's move on to the next person, our next advice or panelist.
Hi, I'm your Uncle Jim. I didn't go to any fancy college, but I drive a Jeep and I have opinions.
Okay, great. Hi, Uncle Jim. It's great to see you. I haven't seen you at the reunions at all. Now, finally, let's yes, you in the corner there. Could you please introduce yourself?
You can see me?
Yes, I believe so.
I've been waiting for this day forever. My name is Joy, and I was obsessed with the artist Jewel when I was alive.
Oh, so you're dead. I guess that makes sense. You do look like a ghost.
I'm a ghost?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Now I know one can see me.
Yeah.
Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to anyway?
Probably talking to himself. People do that sometimes.
Am I the only one to see? Oh, well, okay. Anyway, let's get right on to these advice questions. Let's just start off with this one. This is a great one here. Panelists, what should we do, we, the general we, what should all of us do if we have extra Halloween candy? Janet, I'm going to start with you. Hopefully you have some good advice for us on what to do with extra Halloween candy.
Thank you. You know, extra Halloween candy is like a pearl, okay? It's special when it's hung together, but it's not special when there's too much of it. So maybe put it in the freezer and use it sparingly over the year.
Great, thank you. Uncle Jim?
Well, I noticed you did say it's extra Halloween candy, not just extra candy. So you can only use it for Halloween. So what you're going to want to do is put it all in a box, put it in storage. I got a loft space above my garage. You just store that away. You save that for next Halloween, save some money, and save some shopping. It's what I do every year.
Oh, okay, I guess. And then you, Joy.
You should cherish it while you have it, because you never know when you're gonna shuffle off this mortal coil and never be able to have the sweet, sweet taste of Halloween candy again. But remember, every piece of Halloween candy is haunted by a ghost like me who just wishes they could taste it.
Okay. Well, let's just move right along then. This is another good one. This is this person is wondering sort of the best strategy to win the lottery. They want to know how to win the lottery. Janet, how would someone go about winning the lottery?
Statistically, it's impossible. But the best you can do is enter a very small lottery, like just a scratch-off ticket for a low value.
That's really good advice. Yeah.
But it's not as good a value as perhaps a rhinestone bracelet, handmade for you.
You're putting on the tough sale there, Janet. I might have to buy one of those. Uncle Jim, what do you have to say about that?
You gotta play to win, okay? Every dollar that you do not turn into a scratch ticket is just $1 wasted, in my opinion. You gotta put all of your money into the lotto.
Okay, that's certainly a strategy. Joy, how about you?
You have to remember that you can't take it with you. So why win the lottery? Because next thing you know, you might be a ghost in a corner, haunting some sad TV studio.
Okay, great. Anyway, there's another question from Michelle here. Michelle wants to know how she can get better sleep. Janet, how can Michelle get better sleep?
You know, don't drink caffeine afternoon, but do wear jewelry afternoon.
Of course, you gotta wear jewelry. That improves any well-being, I'm sure, even sleep. Uncle Jim?
Well, I find that it's easier to fall asleep when I'm really tired. So what I'll do is if I'm having trouble falling asleep, I'll just stay up. I'll just skip a few nights sleep, right? Just stay up drinking coffee, Red Bull, Monster Energy drink. Just stay up for like 2 or 3 days. When you get to sleep after that, boy, you're out.
Interesting.
Okay, so just stay up a while and then sleep, I guess. That's one way to do it. Joy, what do you have to say about that?
Don't worry, Michelle. I'll come watch you sleep.
Ugh. That's spooky. Okay. Well, let's move right along here. Candy wants to know how do I not kill my plants? Candy is concerned about killing her plants, and she wants to know how best not to kill her plants. So, Janet, what advice would you have for Candy there?
The color of the plant will tell you how it's doing. If it's gray, it's probably overwatered. If it's light green, it needs more sun. And if it's a beautiful sapphire, well, then it's just a sapphire and not a plant at all.
And it's probably goes great on jewelry, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's some really great advice, Janet. Uncle Jim, how about you?
Well, if we're talking outdoor plants, just let them be. That's just how they live. If we're talking indoor plants, we shouldn't. You should take all your indoor plants, put them outside. That's where they belong, out in nature.
So just, okay, great, sure. Joy, what do you have to say? Maybe you have some great advice here.
Candy, every plant you kill becomes a plant for a ghost. So go ahead and kill them, Candy. I want more plants.
Okay, I think that's where we're gonna stop this advice panel here. That's some spooky advice.
I think I heard that one.
Yeah, kill your plants so they can be ghost plants. All right. That is the game of good, bad, spooky advice. That was a spooky little moment from Captain Doug there. Loyal fans, lock that game in because I'm going to ask Captain Doug to get back on screen here. Hi, you are muted, Captain Doug. Okay, great. As long as you know. You now saw that game of good, bad, spooky advice. So what game would you like to put up against that?
Sir, in honor of Halloween, we would like to play Scarier Choice.
Scarier Choice. All right, please prepare your teams. For the game of Scarier Choice, I need a suggestion. What is something that maybe spooks you out that isn't necessarily traditionally spooky? Like, what are you scared of that maybe is an irrational fear of some kind? Birds, bread, snake, delicious food. Delicious food. Mice or jello. Balloon. Great. French fries, fireworks. Yeah, fireworks, huh? I'm gonna take that. I like fireworks. Fireworks is, to me, they're just loud and maybe kind of annoying, but not spooky. So if you're spooked by fireworks, I think that's a great suggestion. A lot of other good ones too, but I like fireworks. To me, they're exciting. For the game of Scarier Choice, what's gonna happen is the blue team is gonna start doing a scene. At any point, I can pop on screen and say Scarier Choice, at which point, whatever they just said, they have to change that to say something else. It might be a sentence, it might be a word, it might be an action of some kind. But if I say Scarier Choice, they have to choose to say or do something different, but make it scarier. I could say Scarier Choice again, and they'd have to get even scarier than that. I could really say Scarier Choice as many times as I want, try to get this to a real spooky place. So that is the game of Scarier Choice. Can I get the first two players on the screen for this game of Scarier Choice? Brenda, I also just saw that you're scared of your sister, which I think is fairly rational, but made me chuckle. So thank you for that. This is the game of Scarier Choice. Fireworks is your suggestion. Team, are you ready?
Yes!
Let's see it.
Thank you for taking this meeting with me, Miss Mayor. I have some concerns about the 4th of July fireworks spectacular you have planned.
It's going to be spectacular.
That's true, but look, I run a very successful baby nursery, and those fireworks make the babies cry.
Doug, Scarier Choice.
I run a very successful farm that crossbreeds plants to make unheard of plants, and the fireworks disrupt my work.
Well, it's true your work is very important, but you see that I too am important?
Miss Mayor, I would never take away the importance of your office. I'm just asking you to listen to a small businessman.
I admire your small business and your plants crossing, but you see that I have to please everyone. Everyone.
This is Jim Randolph, isn't it? He got to you, didn't he?
Look,
Did I hear my name?
Hello, Mr. Jim Randolph.
Mary, spook your choice. Scare your choice.
Hello, Mr. Jim Randolph, half human, half cobra.
It's nice to see you.
I knew it! I knew it was you, Randolph! See, Mayor, he's busy splicing animals and humans. I'm just splicing plants together. Sure, you might get a rose that smells like a daffodil, but you won't get some creepy half-human, half-snake!
But yet he's not complaining, is he? Look, fireworks explode, okay? And that makes everyone happy.
Mary, scare your choice.
Look, fireworks explode and put radion and nitrogen and helium into the atmosphere. And sure, some people have squeaky high voices, but who cares?
Scare your choice.
Look, when something explodes, your insides explode with it. And if you have eaten barbed wire, you could explode too. And I had barbed wire for breakfast, and I'm not afraid.
Mayor, what are you planning for the 4th of July? And Randolph, what have you put the mayor up to?
Let me explain. I hope to get body parts for my experiments.
Nate, scare your choice.
I hope to someday start a new sect of Mormonism.
Scare your choice.
Someday, once everyone is exploded, I will have enough food forever.
You're the one who's been eating the townspeople!
Not me.
Nate, scare your choice.
Yes.
Mayor, how long have you known about this?
Well, people aren't vegetarians, so they've got to eat other fleshy items.
Mayor, you're allowing Jim Randolph, a small businessman, to eat the other townspeople!
Doug, scare your choice.
Mayor, you're eating barbed wire for breakfast while the leader of the Coalition of Small Businesses eats people! What kind of town are you running here?
Scare your choice.
I'm bleeding out of my nose!
That's the game. I'm scared your choice. Give it up for the blue team.
Especially when you don't know why it's bleeding, because I didn't pick it, it just started bleeding.
Real scary, real scary. So, loyal fans, you've now seen 2 games. You saw the game of Good, Bad, Spooky Advice played by the St. Paul Fire, the red team. You saw the game of Scare Your Choice played by the blue team, the Minneapolis Ice. The score is currently 10-5 in favor of the red team. It's time for another poll for you to award another 5 points to which team you think should get those points. So, Doug, can we get that poll on screen so that our loyal fans can vote? We got the poll up. It's going to go away. So vote quick. 3, 2, 1. Poll is closed. Doug, who gets those next 5 points?
It looks like that's going to go to the red team again. Wow, that makes it 15-5.
Congratulations. Scored another 5 points. It is now 15-5. Captain Megan.
Yes.
That means that you are in such control of this match that I will let you challenge the blue team to a final head-to-head game to determine who wins. Haunted House is what I heard. Doug, do you accept?
Sign.
Please prepare your team for the game of Haunted House. What's going to happen is in just a minute, all the players are going to be on screen here, and they're going to welcome you to their haunted house. They're going to do it in such a way where they're going to say, "Welcome to the haunted house of blank pun." So the blank will be filled in by suggestions I get from you. The pun will be theirs. So for instance, it could be, "Welcome to the haunted house of cats." Sorry for the long pause. that is an example. You probably were sitting on your couches or wherever you are and you groaned pretty loudly there or just rolled your eyes or whatever. That's because this is a pun game and a groaner achievement game, so I'm going to throw out the groaner foul for this. There will be no groaner fouls called because anything that that makes me laugh or groan, or I think makes you laugh or groan, or any type of a reaction at all, they will get a point for their team. And at the end, if they don't get any reaction, if I don't get the joke, or if it just doesn't seem funny, I will say no, they will not get any points. At the end of this match, there will be a winner and a loser, because that's how sports works, usually. So, can I get all the players on screen? And for our first suggestion, spooky. For our first suggestion, we're just getting in some good ones already. I like it right now. I'm just going to take Frankenstein as the first one. Frankenstein is your first suggestion here. Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein. This is the game of Haunted House. Whenever you're ready, let's see it.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein! Here's your free Monster energy drink.
Yes, point.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein! There's a competition and you can only leave if you're the victor!
Get it, yeah, point.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein. I hope it doesn't make you bolt.
Point.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein! It was built by Mary Skellington!
All right, I'll take it.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein! Everything you see tonight was not taped. It's live! It is live!
Point.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein. Just to clarify, the architect was named Frankenstein.
No.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Frankenstein, where each individual thing is better than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it. I'm going to stop you right there. Get a new suggestion here. We have some loyal fans that are very insistent on French fries being the suggestion. French fries is your new suggestion, the Haunted House of French fries. Let's see it.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries! If you lose your group, be sure you catch up.
Yes.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries! Please visit the celebrity Spuds McKenzie.
Yes.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries. Please go inside. You get a side.
Yeah, all right.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries. I promise you will not be assaulted.
Yes.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries! Be careful not to stub your potato.
Yes. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to get a new suggestion. I'm going to take one, but I also I want to give a quick shout out to the Rotchen family. If Mac has a suggestion, I want to get a suggestion from Mac. So if he has a special one that he wants to do, please let me know. But we're going to go right along right now with Big Bird. Big Bird is the next suggestion. The Haunted House of Big Bird. Let's see it.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Big Bird. How many in your party? I see 1. 2.
Yes.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Big Bird. You may or may not see his imaginary friend.
Yes.
Welcome to the Haunted House of Big Bird! To get inside, you must say the magic words. Open sesame!
Yes.
Oh, welcome to the Haunted House of Big Bird. Try to sneak in without paying? That won't fly.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. The new suggestion is carrots. Carrots is your suggestion. Take it away.
Welcome to the Haunted House of French fries. I mean carrots. I'm sorry. I see you back there, Carrot. You were kicked out. I refuse to let Carrot in. Carrot in? Yes.
Welcome to the haunted house of French fry. No, I also see Carrot back there.
No.
Welcome to the haunted house of Carrot. It's good for your eyes.
Yes.
Welcome to the haunted house of Carrot. Stick around.
Yes, and that's the game of Haunted House. Give it up for both teams. Wow. That is the last game of our match. So Doug is busy tabulating the final scores while he does that.
+2, +3.
Gonna give a few thank yous and a few shout outs. So first of all, thanks from your own homes. Give a nice little clap. Give a thank you to all the players that played tonight. They did a wonderful job. Give it up for them. On keys, the notes and tones that you keep hearing all night is our very own Brian Allen. Give it up for Brian Allen, everybody. Fritz organ there. Thank you, Brian. Also, give a big thank you and a shout out to Doug O'Carr, our technician tonight.
Help me!
Just hang on till morning, Doug. You'll get that house free and clear. That's how it works. You got this. Also, a big thank you to all of you for watching. Thank you so much for spending your Halloween with us, watching ComedySportz. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming out and seeing us. We will have a match next week and every Saturday for the most part, unless anything changes from now and through the foreseeable future right here on Zoom. So please come on back if you enjoyed it. Tell some of your friends. It's really a fun time. We have fun doing it. We hope you have fun watching it. That, I think, is all that I have to say. So, Doug, is the final score prepared?
It is.
All right. Can I get all the players back onto the screen for the reading of the final scores? Doug, take it away.
Let's hear it for both teams. They did a great job, but there's can only be one winner tonight. The rest, of course, go to the graveyard. Seems unfair, but let's find out who won. The St. Paul Fire in red had 15 points, Minneapolis Ice in blue had only 5. But they did do quite well in the haunted house last round. Let's see how many they got for the Minneapolis Ice in blue. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for a total score of 17 for the Minneapolis Ice in blue. St. Paul Fire in red, they had 15 points. Let's see how many they got. They got 1, 2, and they didn't lose any. They got more than that, so that St. Paul Fire is the winners. The red team, give it up for the St. Paul Fire! Thank you, everyone. We have been ComedySportz, and it's been Halloween night. Let's hear it for your players this evening. They were Jill Bernard, Mary Strutzel, Philip Simonet, Nate Hesberg, Captain Megan Wolf, Captain Doug Nethercutt, and of course, your referee, Bradley Machoff. Thank you, everyone. This has been ComedySportz. We will be coming back in November. Also, if you enjoyed the show, please support us by going to tinyurl.com/CSC Twin Cities if you'd like to support us and help pay for our show and our players. We'll see you in November, Saturdays at 7:30. Thanks again. See you then.
We're still recording.